Okay,
Are you
we've got
recording the camera?
me and Nicola. Luke and Nicola. I don't know why I said me. Gorgons versus ESU Nightbringers for the chance to play the Dawnbreakers.
Daywalkers. You're a year behind, Luke.
Yeah, sorry, they're my team as well.
That's alright. So, this morning our storylines basically have been for these two teams is that
Great
the
block there.
ESU Nightbringers beat the Valkyries Quad Ball Club in a really tight game to make it into this game, and the Gorgons lost to the North Sydney Nightmares to get pushed into this game. Their logo says North Sydney, okay?
Yeah, it's changed. Big change. Big sort of miss there on the alley-oop. Brendan over to
Chloe.
ESU number... No, it wasn't a Chloe. It was ESU male chaser. Brendan's stepping up here to Sam. H, yes.
Oh, nice little alley compared to Chris Peak.
Great ball. Chris Peak has had a weekend. Brendan trying to run up here.
Oh, big tackle there from Santana. Harry Huang getting the beaters on, and this is going to be a Gorgons ball.
Sam has had an incredible weekend this weekend. Real big coming out show for someone who was relatively unknown.
Yeah, I completely agree. Sam's a new player this year and has been an amazing pickup for the Queensland Thunderbirds and for the Gorgons. They're just a natural athlete and they've picked up the sport really easily. And for someone who's very new to the sport, they're not dismounting themselves very much.
Great blocking around the hoops for ESU Nightbringers. Brendan Briscoe-Hoff really using his hands very actively to block any of those shots of the alley-oops. I feel like the Gorgons need to maybe drive a bit more to really get into the teeth of the defense. Slow walking up here. The Gorgons have had control the whole time. Harry Huang using it quite effectively over there, beating out H. Zale ready to take the fight here.
Oh.
Harry with a good catch. Almost unsure of himself that he got that. Kim wrapping up Chloe here. Gorgon's physicality on defense has been great. Really using a lot of tackling to sort of lock everything down.
It's good that ASU are just controlling the ball. I honestly think ASU probably want to play pretty slow and not let this game get away from them.
Yes.
I think that if they rush it, Gorgons are just gonna go coast to coast on the opposite side and just like really fast break on them.
Gorgons have been playing really fast overall. Pass out there. Brendan, a turn over due to a pass after a beat.
Oh,
from
unlucky.
Chloe. Okay. Turnover, so Xavier now on. The beta roster for the Gorgons is pretty stacked. Multiple Team Australia hopefuls in the 5-person lineup. Led by a very solid chaser core, I would say. No huge standouts, but a very solid chaser core that really has a lot of strong talent. H taking on Sam here, one-on-one. Great tackle from H.
But that's going to be a penalty for holding on after the ball was out.
Actually.
Richard is getting out his cards. Unlucky.
Let's see what the call is here. It's a yellow card to H. Sam will get the ball here without anyone in front of him except for Brendan. But Zale is right there. This might be a pass over to Charlotte. Or a pass flick back to Chris might actually be the way to go here.
I'd take the pass to Charlotte.
Mayu right there, though. Not sure what the call was. Did you see any? No.
I think it was playing on after the ball was out.
Yeah, very possibly.
I don't think it didn't look high enough to be high contact. Like it was quite on the shoulder, but it didn't look like it touched neck. So not 100% sure. Good pass over to Charlotte.
Great block by Brendan. The real rush defensive ESU has been saving them all weekend. Mm-hmm. That's what you get when you get a young, active team. They really want it. They're really go-getting and really flicking those hands up at every opportunity.
You can tell that they are really well drilled and they play really well together. Like, you can tell ESU train twice a week.
Yes. Very, 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 very well. Now, these are the minutes that they really need to lock down. Brendan Briscoe-Hoff, really their strongest keeper in their lineup. The rest of their sort of male talent's quite new, and so could be prone to turnovers if happening. Sale here going for the 1.5. Maya looking for a gap here. Pass it off to the keeper number 45. I think it's James. Sale blocking off to the side here. Passing off to Chloe. Chloe flicking back off. Back
Pressured by
James.
Aisha. Back to Chloe. Oh,
That was
big.
contact allowed there. Sam running coast to coast.
That's going to be high contact.
Doesn't seem like it.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Ref's got their hand up.
On H.
I think so.
Seems like it.
So that might be if this is a foul on H, that'll be a red card. He just got a yellow. So let's see what happens. But they might just be giving Sam the ball back and giving him a warning. Brendan, I think, is going in there to say that Sam ducked, which I'm not too sure of.
It's just going to be a warning and back to hoops. Very lucky for H there, because if that's a yellow card, that's a huge loss for ESU. Sam, good, clean finish there. 2 goals up, Gorgons. ESU really need to take their time here, but they've got their new beaters on, and this is where it could all really fall apart here. But Ollie coming on, number 5 for ESU with the yellow bludger.
Kai. So Ollie's with the yellow bludger, and Kai has
with
the
the
blue one.
So this is sort of their younger, newer lineup. As I said, this is where the Gorgons could really get some runaway goals. A lot of them very experienced. Logan subbed in now for Chris Peak. Very, very aware of when you can go, when you can attack. And that is all ESU really needs. This really going to this... Oh! H unfortunately dropping it there and not being able to hold on to it. Logan locking the ball up. But ESU still have bludger control. If they can use this bludger control here and sort of lock everything down while their more well-known players and the Australian team hopeful players are off the pitch, that could be very good for them.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I think holding bludger control is going to be really key for ESU, especially stopping someone like Logan, who is the biggest body on this pitch.
And who has had a very good weekend.
Yeah, I've been really impressed. Logan's been on fire since state, honestly. He had a really good state shield, played really well against our Victorian Leadbeaters team. It's nice to see Logan getting back into playing, honestly.
One of the best refs in Australia.
Yeah, plays for the Canberra Gangs. Previously has mainly been our head referee for basically everything.
Unlucky there, Logan. Great idea passing it off there, but fortunately didn't work out. James the keeper there, so safe. But ESU has lost control. It's a big deal. Beat there. Oh, that throwback off camera has turned over the bludger. Xavier with the late throw after beat. One of the newest players in ESU, not even wearing the right jersey, and a block.
It's Owen. I don't know what Owen's last name is.
Owen is number 28 in the sort of like reddish blue. Apparently we're going with green and not green for this game.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
It's doable. It's not the worst jerseys we've seen. Technically correct. Logan walking up. Logan usually known for a slower frame of play, which might actually not play into what is necessary here. Oh, Jamie with an unlucky try for a catch, but Aaron Sybil sort of coming over here. And Logan dropping the ball into a hoop that I don't even think he thought he was running for. But Ollie here cleaning up and getting bludger control for ESU. James on the runaway here. Can Jamie do something here?
Oh, big tackle there by Luke
James
Schultz.
with a great dunk. That was off camera because, as we all know, I am a great cameraman. Owen Davey.
Matt listening, giving us an update on player names. Much appreciated.
OD. Oh, the Davester. I don't know, I like Davester.
Oh, goal is no good.
Oh,
They're
goal
calling
is
it beat
no
before.
good. Scott, how do I reset a score?
You can't on that one.
Great. So the score is currently wrong. It is 30-0 to Gorgons. So the ESU goal just got called off. I believe it's 30-0. I may be wrong.
Big beating there by Aaron Sybil.
Zale really needing some more minutes on the pitch here. Ollie trying to clean up. But this is leaving their defense without any bludgers.
Oh, but good little pick up there by ASU in defense. James Hewish with the
Ollie
ball.
clearing the ball out of Aaron's hands. Brendan Briscoe-Hoff on as a chaser. James probably alleying to him or just going straight down the middle.
Pass that.
And throwing a player through a hoop instead of a ball. It's not going to get you a goal. James, I think, looking for the drive, and I think it's there, but he just needs to offload it a little bit earlier if he's in that contact.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the pass was probably more on there than the drive, unfortunately.
This game's definitely not going how I thought it would.
What were you thinking, Luke?
Well, I sort of figured that the Gorgons would have a lot of bludger dominance. And that their chases would be a little bit more dominant, but ESU is really bringing it to them. The bludgers really aren't a big deal. Yes, like they are sort of more dominant, but now Brendan with a runaway goal. Can we get bludger here? Oh, and a missed shot.
No.
But wasn't even beat.
Not beat. I think he panicked.
Panicked, could have just played it safe there, but there were two bludgers coming in with Logan on his left, so it's hard. It's really hard not to panic there.
Yeah. You just got to back yourself and take it all the way to the hoops, and like you really got to outrun Logan, so Logan has to jump on you from behind and potentially draw that card.
But any minutes here where the Gorgons are not running away with this, while ESU does not have their hoop like players like Zale on, is great for ESU. And honestly, these backup, sort of more fresh ESU players are actually doing quite well. They're taking it to them quite hard.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I'd love to see. Chloe now in the green.
Yeah, Chloe played.
Logan probably driving in here.
Oh, nice little hands in there by.
Oh, Davester blocking out the Gorgons player. Brendan looking to have the ball now. This boy is quick and he is not afraid to use his speed. ESU now with control again. How do they keep doing this? Ball out the back to Chloe. Can Chloe wrangle it? They can. Screen. Pass back over to Brendan for a missed shot.
Oh, Brendan's
unfortunate
gonna be
there.
himself.
Aaron with the dive, but unfortunately doesn't get it, and Ollie just gives them control. Oh! And that was all off camera.
Yeah, so
we were just yelling at some amazing beater play. Come on, Davester. Oh, Davester really scaring the Gorgons player from the drive there. Brendan having to take Logan here. Shot open and the block. Matt taking over from my awful camera skills. Thank you very much, Matt. I'm not a very good multitasker.
I can't talk and do the camera. It doesn't work.
Davester with the ball, running up. Let's see what we can do. I'm forcing this nickname, Matt. You need to understand that.
All right, Zale back on with Ollie Dinar for the ESU Nightbringers. Let's see what this pair can do. They were pretty successful earlier in their game against Valkyries, beating together.
Definitely the best beater lineup. Both of them in with a very, very possible chance of getting onto the Australian team. Something that's very hard in the beater play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very, very strong players. Probably very key for the New South Wales B success in State Shield.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, both members for the Australia Auroras team. Unfortunately, Ollie was injured, so didn't get to play in Spain, but Zale was there and did pretty well.
But Ollie here actually getting control. And then Mayu cleaning up the quaffle. Brendan with it. Sort of dropping it a little. The ball is a little slippery today. But Ollie clearing out the bludgers. But Harry Huang manages to pick one up. Brendan just biding his time here. Really trying to get the first goal on the board. And taking a shot on Logan is not the way to do it. Harry Huang running on Ollie and misses Harry Huang. But Ollie almost catching it and drops it. Zale versus Harry Huang here. But Chloe holding up the quaffle.
You know, last game I caught a bludger with my knees.
That is the best feeling.
Oh my god, I was shocked.
I remember I once did a barrel roll to try and dodge a bludger, and then I got up and the bludger was between my knees. And me and the other beater just sort of looked at each other and we were like, oh, cool, and then moved on.
Oh.
Quite high quaffle pressure here, and Harry Huang sort of abandoning his partner. But Zale's still getting beat, but the Bludgers are still on the ESU side. Gorgon seemingly struggling more to convert quaffle play here than on the Nightmares. Gorgons had more points than this. About the same.
I only got to see the end of the Gorgons versus Nightmares game, so if you're following along in chronological order for AQCC...
As we all do when we watch a tournament.
Absolutely. Gorgons played Nightmares 2 time slots ago, and it was a pretty close game for the first, 10 to 15 minutes.
I think the Gorgons might have scored the first 2 goals.
Yeah, I think the score was 20-40, and then
for quite a while.
Yeah, and then it kind of blew out.
But it was only 20-90 when Snitch came on pitch. 70 points is not huge.
No, it's totally it's
4 goals
totally
away
doable,
from range, you know.
To put yourself back in. As we just saw with the Manticore's Gorgons. Sorry, not Manticore's Gorgons. Manticore's Daydreams game. Manticores were down, got 2 goals in a row, and then caught the Snitch to win 90-80. I'm pretty sure.
And 50 points looks huge, and then all of a sudden it's not.
Good little 1-2 passing there.
Finally a goal from ESU by James Hewish. But they gave up control for it. I would say, though, getting yourself back in range is always worth that. And that really should be a big oomph for their confidence. And this lineup is really their line. In terms of quaffle play, you've got Mayu, great, confident, James bringing some size, and then H and Brendan really using their agility and their speed to put some pressure on the Gorgons defense. And Gorgons haven't really been able to play their game. We haven't really seen much drive and dishing from Chris Peak or Sam or anything. Zale sort of sitting in that middle of that defense and putting pressure on the beaters is actually really messing with them.
Yeah, I think the game's a lot closer than the Gorgons expected. I think that's something that's caught us out this weekend as well. Games have been closer than we expected, and we've just panicked a little bit. And we've felt a little bit scared and a little bit uncomfortable and not wanting to take risks. And I think what worked for the Gorgons against the Nightmares is that they were prepared to take a couple more risks. Aaron was playing real hard against Harry Jones in the beta game.
You sort of have to.
Yeah, it was really dynamic because you just have to, you have to go big or go home against a player like Harry Jones or Alex Cunningham or Maddie Moulton, when you're playing against that kind of pairing. So that's what Gorgons were doing, and I think in this game, it's a little bit close for comfort.
And I think it's always a little scary when you think you're going to be 50 points up on a team and you're only 20 and you're like, oh, crap. Have we... Everyone's expecting us to destroy this team. What's happening? What are we doing wrong? And you start getting in your own head about it. So hopefully the Gorgons can snap out of that and move forward because they've had a really good weekend. And coming, 3rd in pool play, losing here would be disastrous.
2nd in pool play. They beat us.
No, so, 3rd in the full ranking after pool play.
Oh yeah, sorry, 3rd in the full ranking, yeah.
Because they even beat Daydreams in the 2nd across pool play.
Yes, I ref that.
So they came 3rd out of 8 teams in pool play. To lose this, they'd be knocked down to at best 5th.
Yep.
And then ESU coming from bottom of their pool.
Yeah.
To win this would be huge. Chris Peak with a drive and dish here. Someone slamming into Charlotte with the classic play that a lot of the Queensland team and the Victorian team really suffering from, sort of. This idea that they think they can sort of alley over the top happened a lot in the Manticores last game, and the New South Wales players just being very ready to beat that player.
It's something that we've been trying to discuss a lot in our team huddles, is you can't just make one pass and then expect the ball to go in the hoop.
Yep, 100%.
You need to make 2 or 3.
Oh, great play by Zale.
You need to make 2 or 3 passes to swing the ball to then put the ball in the hoop to get rid of those the defense and pull people out of position.
Yeah.
And I think it's something that we've been we've been a little bit tunnel visioned in our play, honestly.
Yeah. But here we go. Harry Kwang is sort of leading this offensive charge, really beating out these chases. Chris Peak with beat on Chris Peak. Still misses the goal. But that one goes in. But Max seems to be calling a beat on Chris Peak, which would mean this would be a quaffle turnover.
And no goal. It would be playing on after beat for Chris.
Correct.
Which could be a card, honestly.
Possibly. I think it would probably get a warning, but you never quite know. Different refs will call it different ways. What is the call from the ref here?
Oh my god. So for anyone that can see the other field, Obel Rennie, who's a very, very well-known beater, is keeping for the Valkyries.
No goal on that play. Chris Peak beat before.
Looks like Valkyries and UQ are having a good time on the other field.
Valkyrie's only 50 points up.
Oh, and Stephen Butler's beating. Yeah, they're changing up positions. They're having fun.
Yeah, because Stephen Butler's never beat before in his life.
Oh, never. He has been chasing this whole tournament.
So no goal on that play. So still, score is still 30 to Gorgons, 10 to ESU. Oh, Zale almost getting the catch there. ESU need to be worried here. Harry Huang really wants to press here. This ball needs to go over to H. This ball needs to go to H, but the ball's just going to get tossed out.
Yeah. I mean, like, tossing it out is not
the worst thing in the world.
It's not great. Like, it's not getting you anywhere. But if
it's
you're
not
being
negatively impacted.
Yeah, if you're being pressed, like throwing it out so someone has to go and get it is really not that bad because it allows your team to get back.
I think ESU really would love to get Brendan Briscoe-Hoff back into this game, but I know Brendan has been working hard this weekend. He's probably exhausted. I know Zale is as well, but at this point, when your tournament's on the line, you need your best players in. Both those players beat. Zale going to try and dominate bludgers now, but Harry Huang just focusing on the quaffle. But a great tackle from Chloe, gets the ball on the floor. Can they lock it down? Sam dodges a bludger, but H taking the contact and a cross-court shot from Sam. Gorgons putting it out of range again. But an AR had their hand up. Let's see what this call will be. Might be a card on a card on a defensive player.
They're calling Chloe potentially for behind contact. Penalty time is negated by the good goal.
But still dismounted. Cool. Okay, ESU just cannot let their heads drop here. That would be absolutely disastrous. Yellow card, contact from behind on Chloe, but because of the goal, the penalty time is negated. So Chloe just gets to tap back in. He says, bad job. Zale trying to turn over the ball here. Harry Huang dodging. Okay. So the beat call was made from across the field. Harry politely turning over the bludger, but the other bludger is behind the ESU bench. Zale now 1.5ing. Harry Huang could possibly get this yellow bludger if he wanted it, but instead he is focusing on defense. Maybe a smart move. Aisha here looking to press, which isn't a bad idea, but H going for the alley. Brendan's just been missing those alleys to H. Not normally what those two are like. Normally their connection's great. But Harry here pressing and getting beat out. Great play by number 72.
Oh, big
and
miss there by Zale.
But Zale here could run for the blue if he wants it. And he doesn't. But Harry Huang subbing off. I think that was a great run by Harry Huang, really generaling his quaffle players into offensive positions that they can really score from. If he's going to continue to do that this weekend, it's going to be really advantageous for that team. Now we bring on a different tempo. Xavier coming in a lot faster. For any of those who play volleyball, it's important to attack at different tempos. That's what having different styles of beater is really about. What was that? Yeah. Almost 18 minutes. We've just had a little shout. Sorry, the score is 40. 40-10. We did it right for once. Good job, Luke. Beat by Zale. Is Aisha beat or safe? Aisha called safe, okay. Missed shot again. Brendan really not having much success in the quaffle game. I think he just needs to be driving a little bit more. He's a bit worried about this contact from the Gorgons because it was very, very strong.
Yeah.
One bludger in defense. Ollie sectioning off, but Zale's had a lot of success on one bludger defenses. Really worried about Sam here. He backs H. Bad throw there. Awful throw. But a bad pass might bails out. Doesn't even feel like the Gorgons players have realized that there's no bludgers. And unfortunately, too late, they've come in. And this is a shot from Logan. Blocked from Brendan.
Good block.
The real next step on that defensive quaffle play is realizing when a shooter is going to shoot. And right there, you can see that Logan's arm movement and the position of his body and the way he's looking at the hoop. You know he's going to shoot 2 seconds before he does it. Brendan's so ready for that block.
Zale needs to settle down just a little bit in defense.
Yeah, I think he just needs to move his feet more.
Yeah, I think throwing those, like, beating is really hard. Like, for anyone that's listening that does it.
It's
like,
easy. What are you talking about?
Oh, no, but like, you know when you miss one long throw and then you miss every single
I'm sorry,
other
you just said the
long...
wrong... Who misses?
Oh.
Come on, Nicola. You're talking to me. I don't miss.
Well, I miss plenty, and like...
Oh! We finally got the alley that we've been waiting for all game! We know it's possible, and now Sam's run away. Can Zale stop this? And he doesn't need to. Sam misses the shot.
Alright, one more for Nightbringers on
One
that.
more for Nightbringers. This game is in range.
That's crazy. Like, Scott, do you have the score for what the Gorgons Nightbringers game was yesterday? Because Gorgons and Nightbringers played each other in pool play yesterday, and Gorgons won, but I don't remember how close the game was.
Now, it's important to note here that we've got two very good seekers. James Hewish, very new, but coming in quite a good record this tournament against Alex. What's Alex's last name? Winterborn. The man, the myth, the winter legend.
The game yesterday was actually in range as well. It ended up being 40 to 100. Gorgons caught.
So, both of these seekers are quite good, but important to note, Snitch's Alex Cunningham. Alex, one of the best seekers in Australia currently, I would argue.
Absolutely.
And therefore knows every trick that these seekers is going to pull. And who has control? ESU. That is so crucial. Oh, the beat on... Oh, James Hewish dodging. Oh, he is so close here. Oh, and a goal anyway! A random pat in from an ESU player manages to get the goal. Zale needs to get back in here, but boxing out the beater. And Alex Winterborn has time on the snitch, and so does James Hewish. There's so much time here. So much time! Oh, and the tail's off. The tail's off. But... And this is goal to Gorgons. They seem to be trading goals, and Brendan's just going to fast break here, but it's going to be a good tackle. Oh, unfortunately not by Sam. And that's another goal to ESU. So we have a score of 50 to 40. This is a tight game. ESU with two very strong beaters here. Zale and Ollie versus who is beating? Aisha and Aaron Sybil. All four of them were at the Australian team camp a few weeks ago. All four of them are in for a look at the Australian team. You were about to see incredible beaters in the Australian game go head-to-head for the win. This is it. This is what you train Snitch on pitch for. This is why you actually train a seeker for once and winning a game. Aaron Sybil passing the ball back. Zale taking the easy beat here. Ollie getting a great block.
Tails off again.
James Hewish seems injured. James Hewish might be injured here. Zale's throwing a random bludger at the Quaffle game. Randomly. But the Quaffle may be out here.
Yeah,
and
Zale should not have thrown
and
that.
Gorgons have bludgers now. Gorgons have bludgers.
Ollie, you gotta fight. Ollie, come on, Ollie.
Gorgons have bludgers here. And the tail's off again. We might be getting a snitch short change here. And I think that's what's happening. But James Hewish seems absolutely destroyed. I don't know if he is okay. He might be very winded, and that would be a huge loss for ESU. Jacob Sutherland, famously injured player. Broken foot running onto the pitch. This is the snitch short change.
We've had a couple of these today. I don't know how you can get good snitch shorts. They're just, like, I don't know why snitch shorts are so hard to buy.
They're always going to be good snitch shorts if the snitch gets caught in 5 seconds. Thank you, Simon Span, for making shorts look good.
So true.
If he wears them.
I personally don't really mind who wins, but I'd really like ESU to win because I want to see the ESU Nightbringers play the ESU Daywalkers in the next game slot.
The Gorgons have had such a good tournament. Like, as Queensland representatives, great ANU players, like, you've got to expect that they will somehow pull this out. ESU have managed to keep them to it. Chloe with a good tackle here, but Logan still might score, and Logan does, but this is still range. But Zale is playing it smart and beating the Seeker.
Oh, Aaron misses a beat on the Seeker.
Oh, James Hewish here. Might actually have a chance. And Aaron misses the beat. Oh, but he misses it. And Alex Winterborn might be in with a shot here. And James Hewish is still sore. Alex versus Alex. The matchup of a lifetime. And Zale gets a great beat. And Ollie and Aisha are continuing their on-the-floor battle. And the quaffle's in the air, but Maya gets it. And Maya just gets left alone. Zale going there. Owen getting beat. I've been told I can never call him Davester again. Oh,
and they've got both Seekers have time with the snitch. Oh, good beat there by Aaron Sybil.
And this is another runaway goal. Logan with the very smart taking the bludger. But he might randomly get called for this. I wonder. He might get called for this. Good goal. So it is now 30 points. ESU needs to score and catch to win this game. I don't know if this goes to overtime whether ESU have this in them. 70-40. They do have bludger control. Bludger control is with ESU. Ollie walking up very confidently on their own. Aaron should be taking this before Zale gets in.
Kim parry on to Seek.
Kim beat. Oh, Owen runs in front of Aaron, unfortunately taking a beat that was meant for Aaron, and Aaron would have got clashed with that. Zale unfortunately taken here, and Owen getting beat. Kim doesn't seem to have a lane, but Kim is very sneaky. Long, quick arms. Could very easily take this, and Gorgons are maintaining a bubble here around the snitch with one bludger.
I don't know where the third bludger. I think Aisha's running to get it. I think it's no. Jamie's
running to get it. Oh, it's over to the back. Aaron, and that's Aaron beat, not paying attention to the bludger.
Zale looks absolutely stuffed.
But they need to get James Hewish back on this pitch. Owen really hasn't had a good look here, but ESU now have control. They almost need to play both. Turnover here within the quaffle game due to Brendan being tackled to the floor. Brendan just needs one runaway goal and we're in for a look. Harry Huang back in. Here we go. Every male beat a player.
Oh, come on, Zale. Catch that. Yeah.
And you've just seen two amazing catches.
Zale, watch your back. Come on, Harry's coming in.
And there we go. Zale on fire this weekend. Carried them through the Valks game. Cleanly taking that. Taking out Logan. I thought H had the ball there.
Now he needs to get the ball.
H has the ball here. H needs to go. H needs to run so fast and so hard. Oh, with the spin and the goal. We are back in range, baby. Let's go. Love a good range game. Sorry, I'm keeping the score in check and I'm very bad at it. Kim almost with the catch. Coming on. Pull something out here. I know you have no idea what you're doing, but that's okay. Weirder catches have happened.
Scott, can you add one more to the ESU time?
It is 70-50. Oh, the quaffle turned over here. Brendan with the run.
No one in front of him.
With another goal.
It's 6.
Alex with a very clean catch, and that might be game. James, who is getting injured, too injured to keep seeking, might be it. But ESU keeping that in range, absolutely incredible effort. You can see by how many of them, Zale's already walking off the pitch due to exhaustion. They have worked so incredibly hard considering where they were yesterday.
Yeah, like bottom of the table yesterday, not bottom, but second bottom of the table yesterday, coming into, so they'll play in the 5-6 playoff.
Yep.
And I think that's a lot better than any of the predictions had them finishing. So I think they've really outdone themselves. You can just see they're getting tired. Great
game, but Gorgons also looked very tired. Their quaffle game felt really slow and not very advantageous. They didn't seem to be taking advantage of their beaters.
Yeah. Gorgons will really need to, it's the same thing I've said to my team. Like, we have a 2-hour break now. You need to rest up. You need to eat. You need to get some sugar in you. You need to take your shoes off. Like put your feet up, and then mentally get in the zone to play a really, really freaking hard game in the semi-finals. Like, you're a freaking semi-finalist here at the Australian Quad Ball Club Championships. Like, you need to own that. But the day's not over yet. Like, there's 2 more games. Like, you either play the semi-finals, win, and get into the grand final.
Or you play the semi, lose, play the third, fourth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, you gotta bring it. Like, the day's not over.
So the semi-finals after lunch are as follows. We have the Manticores versus the Nightmares.
Yep.
Rematch from pool play.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have Daywalkers
Yep.
versus the Gorgons.
Yep.
So we have 1 Melbourne team, 1 Queensland team, 2 New South Wales teams. Probably the 2 New South Wales teams everyone expected to be close to the finals.
That's the same as we had in 2022, actually. We had
Yes.
Scorps, Manticores, Nightmares, and
Dragons! With our Cinderella run from our New South Wales finals win. Look, I think every team, as I always say, one game is one game. Every team has a shot here. And with the talent that is on display in all these teams, it's very possible that any team could win this tournament still. Manticores probably could take a game off Nightmares. If Manticores played up to the level that they possibly can, they can easily take a game off Nightmares. Gorgons, if they have the energy and play with the energy they've been playing with all weekend, that wasn't in that game, I think they have a chance against Daywalkers.
Oh, I completely agree. I think, like, the other thing is, like, you get to finals and the nerves do set in. Like, teams, like, make or break in finals. Like, you really have to be switched on, and if you're not switched on, you're gonna lose.
Yep. And 3 out of the 4 teams have been in the semi-finals before. Manticores, Nightmares, Daywalkers. Gorgons are the first time for them. Great opening year for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, great time. Thank you very much, Nicola, for the commentary.
Thanks,
Great
Luke.
game. And we will see you again another time.
Is that on now? Yep, okay, that is on now. Cool, okay. So like Does it pick? Yeah, it picks
Yeah,
me up
you
when
can-
I'm over here.
yeah,
Sweet.
easily,
Alright,
yeah.
cool. So I can like be over here as well. Amazing. And then you've got that live stream going.
I'll have quad ball one up
Yeah,
on this so
sweet.
that we can keep
Oh,
track of that.
yeah, basically, yeah, told around this as well. Basically, depending on what happens the next slot, you have me commentating the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Does our game against Dumblebees happen?
Currently, yes. Currently,
Currently,
we're on
yes.
schedule.
No, it's more.
Oh,
Will either
okay,
team
yeah,
want
yeah.
to play it? Like we're losing people to injuries and just dehydration.
Yeah.
They've already lost people to like. We know it's in a slot where it can happen. It's more just going to come down to the choice of do the teams want it to happen.
It looks like UK might be cooler because a lot of them are changed out of their gear,
Yeah.
so it might not be happening. And it's probably for the benefit of everyone's.
Yep.
Like,
Mate, as a
Well,
commentator, you're allowed in the box.
Yeah, there have been people trying to get in here. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, refs in the starting line going out. So
Good. We should be
was that?
on time.
we sold a couple of old t-shirts and a few old training cards.
So our sales for the last 2 days.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of these lime t-shirts.
oh, the lime ones.
Yeah.
They were a weird choice.
So over the
All right,
last 2 days,
cool. All
and
right.
we did well yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna start the recording by
Yep,
the way, just
let's.
because we've got Richard having called starting lines.
Let's
Okay,
do
and
it.
then I'll flick over. Okay,
Let me know
so
when live.